the funnel cloud in the Barrington area, reported near Barrington Beach, the funnel cloud at this point. So we're monitoring this situation. It's part of a bigger cluster of thunderstorms. And Harvey, what's happening with that larger area of the thunderstorms right now? How is that going to affect our area?
Okay, thank you, Dick. You know, there's also localized flooding that's been going on from Worcester right through Metro West into Boston. These are some torrential downpours that are coming through. You can see that right up in here. So here we are into the beginning of the evening commute, and a lot of the roads are taking on a lot of water. This is very tropical air that's causing the tremendous amount of moisture in the atmosphere. So we're watching that in the greater Boston metropolitan area while we have this very strong squall line, and there's that funnel that probably occurred down around Great Barrington. Now, there's been some sense on our Doppler live, if we can go back to that, that there's been a little bit of weakening, and so the feeling is that probably if this was even close to coming on the ground, it is lifted back up. But nonetheless, as you can see right over here from Swansea around to Somerset, that's still a very, very strong cell, and we have to continue to keep an eye on that as it continues to move east-northeastward in the general direction. As Dick mentioned, a lot of reports from this strong one went through. Also had a report of lightning strike in West Kent 329. A man was struck by lightning. We don't have any further details on that particular situation. So this is what's happening. This will continue to move to the east, and we'll continue to monitor it as we go along. Let's just check with the information.
At this point, Harvey, we still have the same information. We don't have any confirmation of any tornado touching the ground in either Rhode Island or Bristol, Massachusetts. This is part of a huge area that actually is a very severe particular system. When we talk about Worcester County into the Berkshires a little later on tonight and tomorrow, some of our computer models are forecasting over 6 inches of rain with this whole thing. As we expand out on this particular area of thunderstorms, you see now that it appears it has moved northeast province between Taunton and Franklin. And I don't see anything that indicates what I would call a tornado signature immediately on what we have. Let's get a little closer. Live Doppler, and you can see moving towards Mansfield and through Mansfield. When these come, they're torrential rain with this, and some hail and damaging winds. And as you know, there is a tornado warning out to 4:45, though we have not heard or had anything substantiated as far as a tornado touching the ground. But this area of heavy rain is going to cause consternation on the road because there could be a quick 1 to 1.5 inches of rain and hail and flooding on the roads. We'll be watching this very, very closely. We're monitoring the situation to see if we have any information as far as any other severe weather. Now, we get to the wide view. Do you see out towards Albany, New York, the other area where it's very, very heavy rain? That's also going to move into our area later on tonight and tomorrow. So there's 2 areas of concern, one that's between Worcester and Boston and Providence, and the other area that's in the western part of the state and into the area of Albany, New York. So this is all very tropical in nature, and it's a very active weather system. So even though it is cloudy in the area, and even though it's not that warm, there's still enough instability in the atmosphere to create severe thunderstorms and even the potential of an isolated tornado in the area as we swing around. We still see that as we go to the south there, that the bulk of this precipitation is probably going to be coming through, I would say, between now and 6 o'clock in the Boston area. So anybody on the roads now, you are really going to probably, some folks are going to have to be stopped on 128 and the significant roadways here because there is just torrential rain with this particular system and the hail, and still monitoring if anything like a tornado is touching the ground anywhere, and we've had no confirmation of that at this time. So
this is Ed Harding. As I'm looking at that swing of the weather, I see swing toward Boston, directly toward Boston.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it's a very Well, I'm glad you that that is head towards, it seems to be, Brockton, Taunton, eventually Weymouth, and into the Plymouth area and into the Boston area. Another zone that's the Pike and the Framingham, Boston area and northward. Both of those zones are going to be swinging towards the northeast. So, Ed, you're right in the greater Boston area, there is certainly going to be some torrential rains. Whether we get anything as far as damaging winds, it is slightly more stable, the area right in Boston, than it is in the Providence area. It's been a little warmer and higher dew points, which sometimes indicates potential severe winds, tornado. But we're certainly going to have some heavy flood and perhaps when no leads and the lightning has been real here. And there's a thunderstorm, lightning always causes severe damage. Anytime a storm, you just take that side. Worst to be any kind of Here's the latest National Weather Service tornado warning still for central Bristol County in southeastern Massachusetts. This includes the city of Taunton now. You see that bulk of that heavy echo return just south and west of Taunton. This until 5 o'clock this afternoon. At 4:18, the Weather Service Doppler indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Dighton, or 7 miles southwest of Taunton, and it's moving very quickly northeast in Taunton about 4:30, in Phil about 4:40, and Bridgewater somewhere about 4:45.